Hello. This is now a new live link, and I don't know how to get this link to you guys. So hopefully you can go to my YouTube channel and find me. I'm going to try to go release this link on the social media things. Now I'm really, really sad. I hope my voice sounds better now. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. One person viewing. I think that might be me. Let's go to new tab, pull it out. Okay, live stream, copy, new live link. I hope some people can join me. If not, you guys are going to watch this recorded. I'm so sad this is happening on the very last live. Okay. I'll give it to all of the classes. Host. Okay, let's see. 2 people are here. NIE. Okay, I'm so glad it sounds better. Thank you for letting me know. I know that if you're subscribed to me, you guys get a message that I'm going live. But people who aren't subscribed to me are not going to get this message. Okay, I'm going to try putting it on Class Dojo as well. Okay, Dojo. Just give me a second. And then I will go ahead and get the lesson started here in a minute. Even if it's just one person, I'm going to do the lesson. Okay, Class Dojo. Comments. I don't know what that means. New live link. Okay, hopefully that'll bring in some people. All right. Hello, Melanie. I'm so glad you are here. Okay, so apparently you guys didn't even get to hear me on the first one. Sorry about that. So yesterday I asked you guys to make some cups. Here is my cup. It's all nice and dry. I also taught you guys how to make some pom-poms. And then today I said bring some scissors, bring a pencil, and some construction paper. Oh, uh-oh. Come back. I dropped my construction paper. Okay. All right. Some people are here. 4 people are here. Good. I figure most of you guys are subscribed to my channel by now, and so you'll get the notification that I've gone live. I hope. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone to see if somebody's trying to send me stuff. All right. I can also go live on Instagram, but I don't think you guys are on my Instagram yet. Oh, I have an Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. Miss O'Keefe's Art School. O'Keefe's Art School is what it's called. And then there's also a Twitter. And I put those links in my videos before. All right. I'm glad some people are here. There's 5 people. That's enough for me. All right. So I wanted to show you guys one more time how to make a pom-pom. In case if you guys didn't see my last video, this is not a necessary step. You don't have to do this step. It's just a fun one. Not only can you use your pom-poms for the dirt inside of our little cups, but you can use it for anything. At Easter time, you can make little chicks or little bunnies. At Christmas time, you can make little elves with them. Pom-poms are endless. So knowing how to do this is a really good, easy thing. So I've got some yarn. You guys don't have to run off and go get yarn. You can just watch me do it. Most of you guys on the Google Classroom told me that you do not have yarn. totally fine. I understand that not all houses have art supplies like I do, because obviously I'm an art teacher and I'm going to have lots of art supplies. So if you don't have any of these supplies, don't worry about it. If you don't have green construction paper to make the cacti or the cactus, just grab regular white paper, and when we draw the cactus shape, you guys are going to add in an extra step of coloring the paper green, cutting it out, and then coloring the back of the paper. One of my videos, I actually showed you guys how to do that. All right, to make a pom-pom, right here, cut about a 6-inch long piece of string. This is what we're going to tie around the outside. Then depending on how big or small you want your pom-pom to be, I want to make a slightly bigger one. I'm going to use 2 fingers. Put the yarn inside my fingers, and then I'm going to gently, very softly wrap the yarn around my fingers. Pom-poms are super easy, super fun to make. That's why I thought I could show you guys one more before we start with the cactus. All right, wrap it several times. Remember, very, very light. My fingers can still move around a lot. Cut right here. And then you take this string. I like to shove it between my 2 fingers. And then you tie it off in 2 knots. I need both hands to tie knots, so I got to take it off my fingers. Okay. 1 and 2. Then my favorite part about making a pom-pom is this, where you get to cut all those loops apart. So put my scissors in here. Go back in, make sure you got all the loops. If you miss some, cut them apart. Sometimes it's easier just to cut a few. All right. Got 4 people on. That is good enough for me. And now, not quite a pom-pom yet. Spread it out everywhere. And then we need to give this little guy a little bit of a haircut so that all the pieces are the same size. This is my other favorite part about making a pom-pom. And yes, my table does get messy. All right, and I'm only gonna make one of these. I'm not gonna make any more. And I'm gonna flip you guys over here in a second, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make some cacti, some cactus. Are you guys ready for me to show you how to make some cactus? There we go. There's my pom-pom. Oh, before I flip you guys over, I did want to show you my bowls that I made. I wanted to show you guys them coming off the molds. My people who are in here, were you guys able to make the bowls? If you weren't, don't worry about it. The cactus I'm going to show you how to make will stand up on their own completely. If you can, grab like a little paper cup or a disposable cup, you know, like a red cup, and you can just put your cactus inside of that. So here are all my pom-poms that I'm going to put inside my little cups. Here is the very first cup, and I'm going to gently take this out. And look! I have myself this really cool little vase. So I can put my pom-poms in here. And then I can put my cactus right on top, and the pom-poms are acting like sand and dirt inside of it. All right, and this cup is completely clean. Just take off the wrap and put that in the dishwasher, and we can reuse that cup again. Message restricted. I have no idea why messages are getting restricted. Maybe because there's too many faces in them. All right. Here's my paper mache cup. This is actually, paper mache is also how you make piñatas. So if you ever make piñatas with your family, you just dip it and then put it over a balloon and then add a bunch of extra stuff to it. So this should slip right out. Very cool. There's my paper mache cup. And what I can do to this is, if I had liquid paints, I could paint this with some liquid colors. I could make it look like a terracotta planter, and I can do the same thing with my pom-poms. And there are my pom-poms inside the cup. But so you guys can see better, this one has holes. I'm going to be using this one. Okay. So now here comes the awkward part where I flip you guys over. Get your paper ready, get your pencils and scissors ready to make some cacti with me. Okay. Here we go. A little bit crooked. Better. All right. So if you're wondering why I have pink paper here, it is for the flowers on the cactus. If you have tissue paper that goes inside of presents, that is actually better. Oh, that's really bright light. There we go. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for now. And you guys know how I'm always reusing paper. This paper has been drawn on, but it's totally fine to use. Okay, so my very first cactus is going to be that classic cactus with the big middle and the two strong arms on the side. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my paper in half because we need to make two pieces that are the exact same size. Fold your paper any way you want to. I am going to use a Sharpie to draw so that you guys can see better, but I want you guys to please use a pencil to draw. Man, I got little orange fuzzies everywhere. They're driving me nuts. All right. So when I go to draw this cactus, I actually want to make it kind of taller. So I'm going to start at the very, very top of this cactus with a big U shape. And I'm going to draw an arm. Bring it down. And now another arm. They can go all the way to the edge of the paper. That's fine. Okay. Now, I did not tell you guys to do this, but most of you guys have markers and other stuff laying around. Color pencils or markers or something like that. If you want to add those lines to the cactus, we can add those lines. So right here, big line coming down. And if you want to do this later, you totally can do this later. Or those of you who are watching recorded, you guys can go pause this and go get what you need to get. All right. And then we're going to have to cut this out. So we folded it in half. That way we get two pieces to the cactus. And we're going to have to decorate all four sides of the cactus. So cutting out my cactus. This is the part I usually fast forward in my videos. Can't fast forward here. That's okay. Maybe you guys can cut at the same time I do this way. There we go. This is the only cactus that is going to have a harder time standing up on its own without the help of a pot. The rest of them will stand up a lot better on their own. Okay, so now I've got this side decorated. I want to flip it over and I want to do. Remember, these lines are optional. You don't even have to do these lines if you don't want to. And you can also add your little pokies to it as well if you want to, using like a Sharpie or something. So if you don't have green paper, remember I said you can always draw this on white paper. This is the point where you would want to color both sides. Okay, one more side. 1, 2, 3. And remember, nothing in nature is perfect. So if your lines are not exactly the same on both sides, it does not matter. Nobody's going to mind. Okay, so here comes the fun part, the part where we get to make this 3D. We are going to cut one of them from the bottom going up and the other one from the top going down, but we're only going to cut them halfway. Okay, so bottom going up and top going down halfway. Then we take this one and we take this one and we get to slide them together until you get these down here at the bottom. And it makes us a nice little, oh my goodness, it fell over. A nice little 3D cactus. There we go. What do you guys think? And then I can take my little potted plant, take some of these out, put it inside, and put them back in. Ta-da! So, the pom-poms are squishing it a little bit. And I'm thinking maybe a little piece of tape might help, or some glue. I don't see my tape roll in here, but I definitely have my glue right here. So, just a little tiny bit of glue right here. Smooth it out, put it on the other side, smooth it out, making it really nice and thin. There we go. There we go. Hold it for just a few. I'm blowing on it a little tiny bit, and this should really, really help it be more 3D. There we go. Seems to still be flipping around a lot. That's okay. You guys understand the point. Somebody sent me a message. Oh, I'm making sure it wasn't about trying to get into the live. Okay, there we go. And then again, same thing, take a few of the pom-poms out. Put that in and then fill it up so that it can stand on its own. There we go. That was my intent. All right, let's do a few more cactus. Put that off to the side, put that off to the side. I want this lighter green paper. Okay, and then again, I want to fold it in half so that when I cut it, I have two pieces. So I want to do my favorite cactus, that round cactus. So I can use a pencil on this paper because it's nice and light. If it's too light, I will switch back over to the Sharpie so you guys can see it. So this one, I want to use the very edge of the paper because I want my cactus to be flat. But I also want it to be pretty big. Okay. And then I want to fold this one more time so that I get 4 pieces when I cut this. Okay. So right here. There we go. Now I got 4 pieces that are all the same size. If you want to, you can grab a colored pencil. This step is not necessary. You don't have to do it, but if you want to do it, you can. Take a dark green. There's my dark green. And you can color the center darker. The center really, really dark. And have it get lighter. And then you would have to do this to all of the different sides. Like I said, you don't have to do this step. If you want to, you can. Completely up to you. So I'm just going to do it to one of them for time's sake. Okay. If you want to, you can cut this one the same way you did it before. Cut one down, cut the other one up, and then you only need two. Or here's an alternative way to do this. We fold them in half. All four of them in half. There we go. And now like a cactus, like an orange, we want to glue them together. So right here, just a little bit of glue, not a lot. Make sure I'm in camera. Attach it together. And I'll do the same thing again. I forgot to hold it for 20 seconds. There we go. A little bit of glue right here. Attach another one. Let me see how this one stands up on its own. A lot better than the other one would have. Oops, flip it over. Hee hee. And now this cactus actually looks like the round cactus that you can see outside. Take it in my little pot, put it inside. Voila. And again, you guys can always add your little lines to this as well to make little needles. Or if you really, really want it to be extra, you could take yarn, like white yarn or something, cut it into teeny tiny little pieces, and then you could glue actual spikes onto here. Completely up to you. And then the very last kind of cactus I wanted to show you guys, it's going to be a little bit more on the messy side of the cactus, but it's still really, really fun, and you guys might like doing it. Okay, so remember the cactus that had the flat pieces and they were all built on top of each other? What I want to do is to show you guys how you can take paper, mold it into a ball, and then you can glue it on top of each other, kind of like a snowman effect. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so right here, ooh, a little bit more. Take this, that's not enough. There we go. And then I'm going to ball it up. Take it apart. Ball it up again. Okay. This is actually a good medium size. So I'm trying to make it even bigger for the start. Ball it up. Open it. Ball it up again. There we go. Squishing, squishing, squishing. There we go. And then you can add little drops of glue inside to help hold it all together. Not a necessary step, but if you want to, you can. And then we can take this nice medium one. Again, little drops of glue inside. Like I said, this one is messier than the other ones. But you guys know me. You know I like my messy art. Okay, this requires a little bit more glue. Okay, see how I kind of put a lot of glue on that? And then just glue it on top of your first little crumpled paper ball. This one takes a little bit longer to dry. There we go. And then you just keep crumbling up more pieces of paper that are smaller. And you just glue them, sticking different directions. I hope that makes sense. This is going to take a lot longer to dry than I thought it would. Always test out your projects first. Okay, so I definitely think this one was my favorite. It can stand on its own. You can do this with any kind of cactus you want. Make two of them, split it down the middle, and it's going to stand up on its own. Okay. Will it stand? Yes, it will stand up on its own. All right. And so you are not limited to just these ones that I showed you. I showed you guys how to draw 5 different types of cactus. If you wanted to, you could take this piece of paper and you could do that teardrop shape, and you could glue them all together so it looks like flower cactus, and then you can put it inside of your little cup. Now remember, if you can't make this bowl, just get a disposable cup. And if you can't make the pom-poms, you can take pieces of brown paper or yellow paper, whatever kind of construction paper you want, and you can just rip it and put it into balls and fill this up. If you make like a paper mache cup, you could put real dirt in here from outside, and then you can also put your little cactus inside of there. Oop, camera. Okay, guys, I hope this inspires you. Remember, not everything has to look exactly like mine. Change it up to whatever you want it to be and whatever you want it to look like. This is not goodbye from me. This is I am going to see you guys later, because every week this summer, I'm going to come to you guys with at least one lesson for you guys to do during the summer. Now, of course, these are not mandatory lessons. These are up to you if you want to do them, okay? They should be easy, fun lessons with stuff you have inside your house with markers and colored pencils and stuff like that. All right, if you guys are still in here and can chat, will you say goodbye to me for now? But remember, it's not a goodbye forever. Come see me right here on my YouTube channel at least once a week this summer. I love you guys so very, very, very much. Send you a kiss. Mwah. Bloop. All right, guys. Bye. Happy creating.